Hello, welcome to Travel Talk with Noosa Cruise and Travel and Helloworld Travel Cooroy. I'm Natalie, the owner, and today we have with us Jacqui from Silversea. Welcome, Jacqui.
Hello, Nat. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Yes, lovely to see you too. We don't get to visit anymore, but
yeah, I was just going to say we haven't quite got all our reps coming into the store yet, but we can do Zoom. When do you think you'll be visiting us again?
We are hoping to get back out on the road in July. So hopefully, I'm really looking forward. I miss Noosa.
Yes, it's not a bad place to visit when you do have to come for work.
Exactly.
I was just wondering, so how has Silversea's been over this COVID time, and what has Silversea's been doing with their ships and all their staff?
Yeah, so before I answer that, I actually just wanted to start by saying a big thank you to you and your team, because I know that you've had quite a few Silversea passengers that have been affected with the cancellations, and I know that you guys have worked really, really hard to get the best outcomes for your clients and for our Silversea guests. I just want to say a big thank you to you guys.
Thank you.
Since COVID, it's all been a bit of a whirlwind. Obviously, when it first happened, our priority, we had guests on ships, and our priority was to get them home safely. So I'm really proud of the way Silversea handled that. Even just from the crew being really, lovely and jovial, and captain was ringing guests in the suites to make sure they're okay personally on some of the ships, and then we chartered aircraft to get them home. So that was our number one priority, and we did that, and everybody got home safely. And then since then, obviously, our offices around the world are closed. Our London, our Miami, our UK office, and our Australia office are closed. And most of the teams, or all of the teams, are working now from home. So that's it's been good, but it's been a little bit challenging. Obviously, a little bit slower with internet connections and things like that. Monaco office have just started to get back into the office, so they're working in teams in the office. So hopefully, I think we'll all start to happen soon.
Okay.
And yeah, obviously just been working really, really hard to try and help our guests with their cancellations and get them rebooked if we can, because they really want to get away on our beautiful cruises, or organise refund options. So I've been working really hard to do that. The ships are at the moment dotted around the world. Majority of them are in the south of France, in Marseille. I think we have a ship in Southampton, and we even have a ship en route, I think, to take some crew home at the moment. So you can find those in the Silver Explorer, I think, is en route to get some of our crew home. So that's nice as well.
Okay, interesting. I guess we're all interested to see where Silverseas are and everything. Now, you've probably been working on what's going to happen in the future, and what cruise lines are going to have to do differently. Is there anything that Silverseas know about what they're going to have to do differently, or is it just a waiting game to see what restrictions are going to be in place?
Yeah, look, I know that our executives, and obviously we're now part of the Royal Caribbean Group, so the executives of Royal Caribbean are working closely with government departments and health organisations to make sure that whatever we do on board with hygiene and health is in line with what needs to happen to make it a safe environment for our guests. I do know that we were pretty good with that kind of thing anyway. I cruised on the 3rd of March out of Sydney, and that was, I guess, just at the start of when COVID-19 was just starting to kick off, and there was some pretty strict. We had to fill in a health questionnaire. Everybody had their temperature taken. We were then seen by a nurse, who then asked us some questions and just checked our general health before we were allowed to board. That was happening right at the start. But obviously, there's all sorts of, the embarkation process, how we operate on board with hand sanitizers and things like that, and how we get guests on and off the ship with short excursions and then disembarkation. So there's quite a few different things that we have to look at. I think it will look different, but it'll be in the best interest for our guests so that they can cruise with us safely.
Yeah, and Silversea is fabulous, because we're actually going to be able to cruise close to home with Silverseas at the end of this year. Can you tell us a little bit about those sailings?
Yes, so we've actually just released our end of 2021, 2022. So I'll talk about those first. Sorry, I jumped ahead there, but just last week, or today actually, it's been released to the public. So we have a host of new itineraries, which is really, really exciting. The really exciting thing for us is that we're going to have 3 ships during the summer of 2021, 2022. The Silver Muse, Silver Shadow, and also Silver Explorer will be here cruising close to home. More recently, though, the Muse is heading down to Australia at the end of October. So we'll be offering a full circumnavigation of Australia. And again, we're working with the Australian government to ensure that we can get into all of the ports and keep it nice and safe for our guests. Some cruises across to New Zealand. The Silver Explorer, which is one of our favourite expedition ships, is coming down, and she'll be doing some cruises down into the subantarctics, into Macquarie Island and the Ross Sea from Dunedin. So that's a nice little short flight for us from Australia to get across there and have an Antarctica experience. And then also the Kimberleys. We'll be back in the Kimberleys in 2021. So Silver Explorer, when she's finished in New Zealand in the subantarctics, she'll make her way up into the Kimberleys, and we'll have a full season there. So there'll be lots of things.
Yeah, are you seeing bookings? I know we've made some bookings for the end of this year that people are confident to cruise. Are you seeing forward bookings and inquiries?
We are. I've been really surprised, to be honest. I knew that we would get, some new bookings, and I thought that majority would be close to home, which we have had a lot of inquiry for. But interestingly enough, I think people are really just wanting to get out and experience the world. Last week, our biggest amount of bookings were for Europe for 2021. We've had some great bookings like, Northwest Passage, World Cruise, I guess those, bucket list cruises, Alaska. So yeah, it's also.
And if you had to pick the most popular cruise, where would that be to?
The most popular at the moment would definitely be close to home. So your cruises around New Zealand from Australia, we've got the Silver Muse offering those, and out to the South Pacific.
And for people that don't know the Muse, how many guests are allowed on board that ship?
Yeah, so Silver Muse carries for 596 guests. We at Silversea have one of the highest space ratios per guest at sea. So that's really, really good to note, especially at this time. So she's 596 guests. She has 8 restaurants on board, all suite accommodation. She's a really, really beautiful ship, and it's fantastic that Silversea put the emphasis on the Australian market and sent her down here for that big time of the year.
So Jacqui, Silverseas have been forging ahead in this during this COVID time with new ships. I think you've got one just launched and one about to be launched. Can you tell us about those ships, the Silver Origin and the Silver Moon, and about how many guests are on board those ships? Because I think they're going to be really small and luxurious, and that's what people are going to be looking for. So if you can tell us a little bit more, that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely, Nat. Yeah, it's really exciting. Last week we launched the brand new Silver Origin. So she was built in a shipyard in Rotterdam, and she was delivered on time despite the challenges that they had during this period. She is an absolutely beautiful ship designed to look like a private yacht, and it's introduced a series of firsts for us at Silversea. We're the first cruise line, or the only cruise line, I think, to launch a brand new ship or have a brand new build during this time. We were the first ultra luxury cruise line to base a ship in the Galapagos year round, and Silver Origin has been custom built for the Galapagos region. So we're the first cruise line to actually build a ship for a region. And one of the technologies that she has GPS navigation. We don't have to anchor anywhere, so we don't ruin any reefs for her in the Galapagos. And there's lots of little fantastic things like that. But yeah, she's a beautiful ship. As I said, we've got some great images and things that you can share with your guests. There's some videos that will walk around when our executives went on board last week. So.
Many years ago, I did the Galapagos, and I stayed on the land. And I was so jealous of anyone that went out on a vessel, because that's certainly the way to see the Galapagos. Being out there in the afternoons with the sunset and snorkeling straight off the boat would just be amazing. So to do it on luxurious small ship with Silverseas just sounds fantastic. But yeah, tell us about the Moon.
And then, Silver Moon. So Silver Moon will be launched in October, and she's going to be a sister ship to the Silver Muse, which is the ship that comes down to Australia. So she'll be just under 600 passengers. Yeah, beautiful ship, 8 restaurants. And we're launching a new concept on the moon, which is called SALT, which stands for Sea and Land Taste. And it's basically an immersive experience for our guests where they can experience destinations through food and wine. So we'll have a lab where we'll do cooking demonstrations. We'll take our guests ashore and source local produce in different destinations that we go to. We'll have a restaurant on board that will just serve local cuisine, and a bar serving local wines and cocktails from that region. The exciting thing about the moon as well is she's going to be based in the Mediterranean when she's launched in October. She'll go across and offer a circumnavigation of South America back to the Med for 2021, and then she's actually coming down close to home. At the end of 2021, she's going to be offering some cruises in Asia. And if you can imagine that immersive food and wine experience and the different, the cultures, the beautiful foods of Asia, it's going to be really, really great opportunity.
Well, that sounds exciting, and so wonderful that Silverseas have done that over this time. It's very exciting for us all. And Jacqui, you've probably been on lots of Silverseas cruises. So, what was your favourite Silverseas cruise and destination? And when you can cruise again, where would be your ultimate place that you'd like to cruise on with Silverseas?
Yeah, so definitely I have been on a few, been very lucky. And definitely my favourite cruise was back in 2017 when we launched Silver Muse. She was brand new. It was about her 3rd or 4th cruise, and I went over and I was lucky enough to do the Greek islands. We cruised out of Athens, we went to Mykonos, Santorini, Rhodes, this beautiful little port called Monemvasia. So we went, yeah, it was just a fantastic experience. I think it was an opera cruise as well, so we had opera shows in the evening. It was fantastic. And where do I want to go next? Well, I have my eye on Antarctica, especially now that the Explorer is coming down and it's a little bit easier for us to get down into the sub-Antarctics from Dunedin. I'm definitely eyeing those itineraries off in January. And the other place I really want to go to is Japan.
Yeah, I think I'm here. I'm with you with Japan and Antarctica. I haven't done either of those by sea, so yeah, I hear you. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us today, Jacqui. It's been really lovely to see you, and we look forward to seeing you in the office.
Thanks, Nat. Thank you. Thank you to your
Bye.
team. Bye bye.